Along with introducing the Quattro to rallying, the original TT was one of Audi's smartest marketing decisions. From the moment the production car first appeared in 1998, it was one of Audi's best sellers, with demand outstripping supply right up to its replacement in September 2006. This is the second generation TT, with a shape that's familiar, yet an evolution from the outgoing car. The design, incidentally, is one of the new car's most contentious features, but more of that in a moment. Forget about the new TT as a practical car. Just like the old model, the rear seats are virtually unusable by anyone older than a toddler, but the front cabin's a different story. The familiar Audi interior design, coupled with a flat-bottomed steering wheel, make the driver's seat the best in the house, while the passenger's comfort isn't neglected either. Boot space isn't at all bad, with the option to fold the rear seats, giving enough room to fit in a couple of golf bags. At the other end, two engine options are available. The same 200 PS 2-litre TFSI is fitted to the warm VW Golf and Seat Leon, or this, the 3.2-litre 250 PS V6. The 2-litre cars come with front-wheel drive, while the V6 engines get Quattro 4-wheel drive as standard. S-Tronic, or the DSG system as it used to be known, is a £1,400 option, or you could have a short-throw manual box for £150. Both cars have a 6-speed manual transmission as standard. One other standard feature is an automatic rear spoiler that either activates at 75 miles an hour or is controlled by a switch on the dash. One of the biggest changes in the new car is the extensive use of aluminium in what's known as ASF, the Audi space frame, which is something like 48% lighter than if the car had been built entirely from steel. Not surprisingly, that weight saving can be felt on the road. The TT feels quite nimble in the corners, yet the chassis is stiff enough to give a firm ride, one that feels just right for a two-seater sports car, because, let's face it, that's what the TT is, even with those rear seats. The TFSI engine is spirited enough. It goes from 0 to 62 in 6.4 seconds, and goes on to reach 149 miles an hour on the autobahns, but it'll still return 36.7 miles to the gallon on the combined cycle. The manual V6 does the 0 to 62 sprint in 5.9 seconds, 0.2 of a second slower than the same engine coupled to an S-Tronic gearbox. The double-clutch system also means slightly better fuel economy, around 30.1 miles to the gallon, as opposed to 27.4 in the manual car. Yet another option is a magnetic ride system, which sees the shock absorbers filled with a special fluid containing tiny magnetic particles instead of just oil. When a voltage is applied to the fluid, the particles effectively stiffen up the suspension, and the whole process is continually changing according to the profile of the road and what the driver's actually doing. It's hugely clever, but whether it's worth an extra £1,100 is up to you to decide. Talking of which, there are a lot of options in the TT brochure, from alloy wheels to adaptive Xenon Plus headlights, so it would be very easy to come up with a car costing the thick end of £40,000 if you weren't careful. Judging by the number of TTs on British roads, the new car should be another winner in the showrooms. Around 5,000 should find new homes each year, with the 2-litre starting at £24,625 and the V6 at £29,285. Whether many existing TT owners will trade up remains to be seen. According to a number of internet forums, the new car's shape is of the love it or hate it variety, with many TT fans not slow to express their displeasure. For what it's worth, I fall into the love it brigade, while my favourite TT has to be the V6 with S-Tronic. The light body and heavy engine mean it's tricky to change gears smoothly in the V6 manual. I think the new TT is a great car, but it'll have plenty of competition. The 30 grand sports car market isn't an easy place to go shopping.